My boyfriend, male 29, brought up a threesome, and I, female 22, am now unsure if I want to continue our relationship. Whoa, before we get started, complete red flag in the title already. There's not a significant age difference, but a large age difference. You in there. And he's bringing up a threesome. Sounds like a real winner. Okay. Me and my boyfriend have been together for about 2 months. Oh my god, you've only been together for 2 months? And he had brought this up a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago? So, like, in the first month he brought it up? And I can't stop thinking about it. He made it clear he wasn't talking about doing it anytime soon, and we'd only ever do it if I was comfortable. But just thinking about it makes me feel so horrible and sad. A few things are really sticking with me. I feel like he brought it up very soon in our relationship. My previous boyfriend also brought up a threesome, but it was about a year or so into the relationship, which, although still made me upset, made it a little easier to understand why he was thinking of it. I asked my boyfriend if there was something I did that made him think about having sex with other women already, and he said no, and that it was just his man brain. Ew, he sounds like a fucking loser. While explaining his fantasies, he also specified that he'd be having sex with the other woman while she was also intimate with me. My ex had mentioned the other woman being more intimate with me than him. I don't know if he said that because he was actually interested in it or because he thought it'd be more appealing to me that way. I'm bisexual. I was/am not interested either way, but it was easier to think about. He said he'd be extra lucky to not have one sexual partner the rest of his life. So I know that monogamy isn't something that he really wants. I can't help but wonder if there's a point in us continuing our relationship knowing I won't be enough for him someday. Someday, girl, you're already not enough for him. When I told him I wanted to be enough on my own, he said I would be enough. If anyone else was involved, it would only be for fun and wouldn't change that I'm his girlfriend, and I'd be the one with him at the end of the day. She should break up with him and come to you. As soon as I made it clear how I felt, he stopped talking about it. He tried to reassure me and tell me that I didn't do anything wrong, but all I can think about is that he doesn't want me. I want him to be happy, and I don't like the idea of it holding him back. I want to get over it and forget we ever talked about it, but I just keep replaying everything he said in my head over and over. I just keep wondering what's wrong with me and what I can do differently to be enough for him. It's constantly at the back of my mind, making me insecure. I know most guys think about it, and I don't think he meant anything bad by talking about it, but I feel so ugly and inferior to a woman who doesn't even exist. I haven't talked to him about it again because I know he doesn't think that I'm talking about it meant anything, and he'll be annoyed at me for letting something like that get to me, but I just can't let it go. I know monogamy is something I want, and knowing that in his ideal world, he'd be able to see other women. I don't know if it's worth continuing our relationship. Should I stay with him, knowing that someday he may bring it up again as a more serious request? Oh my god, girl, you are so young. Just get the fuck out of there. Obviously, he's like a weirdo, and if he's already bringing up a threesome like a couple weeks into your relationship, then you're already not enough for him. Like, he spelt it out for you. So, there's also an edit here. The whole reason I asked this question is because I don't think he really did anything wrong, and I needed to know how to move forward with it when I still feel so horrible. He wasn't proposing actually having a threesome, but just talking about his desire for one. We met on a dating app. Oh, another red flag. You met on a dating app. And I had my sexuality on my profile. But when he was talking to me about his fantasies, he asked if I could be physically attracted to other women. So I'm assuming he didn't notice that part of my profile or just forgetting about it by this point. I don't think he was fetishizing my bisexuality. Wow, she's like apologizing for him too already. Girl, it seems like you guys have two different wants that you want from this relationship. It sounds like you want a classic monogamous relationship, and he is just out here as a man baby at that big old age of 29, looking for threesomes with his 22-year-old girlfriend. So, my advice is to get out of there. Tell him your woman brain wants a threesome with two guys first, and then you'll discuss it. So you can't bring up sexually explorative topics with your partner. It's valid to discuss this with your partner. Don't make it seem like the dude is awful for asking. They're just not compatible, and that's okay. I mean, I guess it's okay that they're not compatible, but, like, I'm just saying, my advice is just break it off. He seems like a man baby. Is it normal to, like, ask about a threesome, like, a week into a relationship? Yeah, that early asking is wild. 6 months. Yeah, I would think like 6 months. It's like at that point, like, you just started dating anyway. Like, you haven't really had time to, like, be with the person. You already want to bring someone else in the picture? That's crazy. Okay, next one. I, 23 female, have to pay for my boyfriend, 22 male, in order for us to go out when I am already financially struggling. My boyfriend and I are both in higher ed programs that require a lot of our time. I am currently doing a mandatory unpaid internship for school while trying to work at least once a week to pay for my car, insurance, and other necessities. My boyfriend was encouraged by his parents to quit his job to focus on school. Now that he is literally getting no income, his parents don't help him out. Being in school, internship, and work 24/7, it is really important for me to go out whenever I can. However, in order to go out with my boyfriend, I would have to pay for the both of us. If I don't pay for us, we can never go out because he isn't getting money from anywhere else. I feel as though the burden has fallen on me and it's a lose-lose situation. If I pay for him, I am seriously financially struggling. In quotes, I can only work once or twice a week if I'm lucky. End quote. However, if I don't pay for him, we literally won't go out on dates. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and I honestly wish his parents could help out, seeing that they are wealthy and encouraged him to quit his job. I don't understand why the financial burden has fallen on me, the broke grad student who is trying to survive off a tiny paycheck. How do I handle the situation? Is it fair to ask him to have a conversation with his parents about finances? She should just be single for real. Yeah. Okay. If his parents encouraged him to quit his job and they're not giving him money, is that what it sounds like? In my opinion, I think he should be getting a job and you should never be paying for a man. Girl, you guys are both in the same situation. If you're able to work, there's no reason why he can't be able to work. And if he was a real man, he would step up and be taking care of both of you. Yeah, why is he depending on his parents? Hi, Kenya. It says they're both in grad school or something. But, like, still, if you can't afford to take your girlfriend out on a date, maybe you shouldn't be dating. If you guys are both so busy, like, why are you dating in the first place? One, he needs to get a job. Two, you can figure out dates that cost little to nothing. That's another thing, like, if you guys really, like, want to be dating, you can do stuff that's free. Is that him to the military? He can, like, take you to the park or something. You guys can go on, like, a Taco Bell date. Why don't you ask your parents for money to take him out? Free 99. But also, do you want to be dating a broke man? Is it fair to ask him to have a conversation with his parents about finances? Yeah, like, it's not his parents' problem that you guys are dating and he doesn't have any money. Leave it more open-ended. This isn't working. We can't do anything because you have zero money in. I cannot pay for the both of us all the time. What do you suggest? How is this guy even living? How does he buy groceries, transportation, etc.? Oh, she explained a little bit more. She said, we are both living with our own parents right now to save money while in school. So he eats whatever his parents cook. He pays for gas with the little money he has left from his job. After that, I am hoping his parents pay for it because it's not going to be me. Girl, you should not be paying for this grown man. And he's an adult. He can make the decision that, like, I know his parents encouraged him to quit his job. He's a grown man. He doesn't have to listen to what his parents say. If he doesn't have any money and he wants to be dating, like, if he wants to be dating, he should have a job so you guys can, like, go out. That is my advice. And I liked what this person said. They'll leave it more open-ended, like, kind of saying how you can't afford for the both of you all the time. I don't know if there should be, like, an ultimatum. Yeah, why is this only your problem to solve? Why is he not coming up with a solution here? I mean, he's the one without money. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I mean, personally, I would say, leave. But maybe just, like, bring up how you're just annoyed that you have to pay for both of you all the time if you want to go out on dates. And then just say, I'm done. I'm done with it. And see what he says. That's my advice. Situationship. I'm 24 female and he's 24 male. So, I, 24 female, met this guy, 24 male, on a dating app. We spoke for quite some time before meeting, and it was good, but I feel like maybe we've both been giving each other mixed signals. We hooked up 4 times, and I have never done this before, but I have in case I liked him, and I thought he would like me back. It was a really stupid thing to do, but I'm not hearing much from it at all anymore. He doesn't initiate conversations with me, and I did tell him point blank that I liked him after we hung out for the 3rd time, but I didn't get any response. I'm not sure if he thinks I'm unattractive or bad in bed. I'm super confused, and I keep waiting on a conversation from him. I did try a few days ago, but he was not available at the time, and that was it. We didn't talk further after that. He also did mention at one point that he's scared of me, but didn't really explain why. He's scared of you? Girl, I need some more information, though, about the first time you hung out. We hooked up 4 times. So obviously he just looks for you for, like, a hookup. I think it's too late for him to see you as someone to be in a relationship with. Yeah, stay away from guys on dating apps who just want to start off with casual sex. That's not how relationships are formed. He's only looking for friends with benefits. He didn't think more of you before. How can he think less of you now? I think you should just ghost block. Bye-bye. You know, if you're, like, actually wanting to date someone, I don't think it's a good idea to, like, be casually hooking up with them at first. Because men are stupid, and that's how they'll only see you as. You gotta play their stupid games.